today's lecture is by Dr. RANIMOL P. It's a quite an interesting topic, and when she approached for lecturing this, so let's see what we have today. Hope everybody will join and support. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nidin.
Yeah.
We'll start the presentation. First of all, I thank Dr. Chatterjee and Dr. Nidin for the efforts they have taken. And thank you for this platform. I wish all a happy new year, year of new hope. We wish all the bad things will go away. Okay, my topic for today is exploring the new ranks of oral medicine. I just want to add a few things which we can do after oral medicine. There are two factors why I went for this topic. Because I got two questions from the PGs who have come out from oral medicine, like what are the aspects in the research field which we can do, and also what I am doing that. So I just wanted to explain these. So in that, while I was preparing this, I had a talk with Dr. Nabil, who was a very positive attitude towards this, and he put a lot of inputs for this. So I thank Dr. Nabil also. There are, as I told, there will be two parts, the job opportunities after oral medicine, mainly focusing on the research field, and my current work as a clinical scientist at Sascan Meditech Private Limited, TimeMed at Srichitra. Okay. About the job opportunities, we had an earlier lecture by Dr. Vivek, which he has beautifully explained all the aspects. And I just want to focus on the research field. And Vivek sir also wanted me to tell some points, emphasize some points which the upcoming PGs they have to note. Like they have to be very precise when they do their PG work. They have to have a good record of all the works, and they have to always upgrade their knowledge and do what they like, which is their field. They have to first understand and do more work on their field and approach a job which is of interest to them. Okay. So I just summarize what sir has told. Like you have job opportunities at dental colleges and hospitals, in teaching, in government dental colleges and private dental colleges, as well as health services. Multi-specialty hospitals, they are asking for oral physicians, and we have to emphasize our importance in that field also. And also ESI and ECHS, they call for the qualification may be BDS, but you can go there and do your part. Now, if you want to get employed by yourself, you can have a dental clinic or a maxillofacial imaging center like our Tatusers. And if you are specializing in any field like pain or TMJ, you can have a specialty clinic in that. For self-employment, you need funding. And if you want funding from government, there are some institutions like Kerala Financial Corporation who will give a interest-free funding for such projects. Okay. Now, if you want to work only in Kerala, there are some early cancer detection centers associated with the cancer centers like Regional Cancer Center, the Malabar Cancer Center, Cochin Cancer Center, where they need doctors, dental doctors. And in all these fields, you have to emphasize the importance of an oral medicine specialist. These posts are also going to other doctors, like if they don't have oral medicine, it will go to oral surgery. And so we have to be there. You have to take up your job and exploit all that you can do in this field. In these are very prestigious institutions, and in Kerala itself, you have lot of institutions like this, and you can apply for them. Look up to the job vacancies which when they file and apply. It may not be specific to oral medicine. They don't call for oral medicine only, but you can apply. In Kerala, the other fields are you have Indian Council of Medical Research, which have a center at Alapura, and they call for oral medicines or dental specialist. So in that field also you can apply. Like that, many cancer centers and research institutes you can apply, and you can also work as a research scientist associated with different startups, like startups in the medical field or the dental field. Or if you have enough ideas to come up with some projects, you can start your own startup. There are a lot of funding from central government as well as state government for such initiatives. So for this, for applying the jobs which I'll be talking, you need some additional, if you have some additional qualifications, then it will be an added advantage. Like you can do small courses in palliative medicine, or if palliative medicine is very important when you apply for cancer centers. Then you can go for MPH or BPM in Sri Chitra, or you can do courses on biostatistics or forensic related courses you can do, or stem cell or genetic based courses. And if you are interested in radiology, you can do small courses for CT, MRI, ultrasound, etc. There are many online courses in this area. Like during this lockdown, many of us did many online courses, and this will be helpful in applying for different jobs. Okay, those who are coming up, they can do a small courses like 2 months or 3 months or 6 months, and this will be an added advantage when you apply for any prestigious institution. Then there are certain the corporations called the National Skill Development Corporation, who do many online and courses like which are important in our national scenario as well as internationally. There are many small courses. You can look upon this in the website, and you can apply. There are many diploma courses also. Little bit effort you have to put, then only we can apply for a bigger post. Coming to, if you can go out of Kerala, many of us can't go because of your obligations and all. If you can go out of Kerala, there are many opportunities coming up, like All India Institute of Medical Science, or the AIMS, which is coming up with a lot of institutions, and they need dental faculty. There are 22 institutes which were announced, and 15 are functional now. 8 more are expected, and proposal for 6 more has been gone. These institutions, they take up a dental department, and they need a post as professors, associate professors, and assistant professors, and you can apply for them. Okay, as well as PGI Chandigarh and JIGMER also, they sometimes call up. For all these, you have to look up for the website. In the website, they will be notifying about this, and you can apply. And if you have that additional qualifications which we said earlier, it will be a added advantage. And also, apart from these aims, there are other hospitals which need dental doctors. That are Safdarjung hospitals, Aligarh Muslim University, Benares Hindu University, and Tata Memorial Center, which call for dental specialists. And oral medicine has to be there. Then only we will be focusing on this cancer research and all. In these institutions, they call for faculty as well as scientist post and also research fellow post. In all these, we can apply, And age will be a factor. So at a younger age, when you come out of the PG itself, you start thinking of this and apply. Coming to the ICMR, or Indian Council for Medical Research, this institute also has centers wide open in Kerala as well as India. So they have early cancer detection centers, uh, which we early said, and they go for dental specialists are very much needed in this. And also de-addiction centers. They have many de-addiction centers which work on smoking, alcohol, and tobacco cessation. For that course, you have to have an additional qualifications like psychology counseling. You can have small courses like that. Then also they need people for counseling, and also there is an institute called the National Institute of Cancer Prevention and Research, Delhi. Our Dr. Nabil has been appointed there, and he has an additional qualification of a psychologic uh, uh, a diploma like that, and he will be joining shortly there. So you have to update your website. You have to look into the ICMR website and see the updates they have given, and look into the jobs which are fitting for you and apply. And also, the World Health Organization, or WHO, are also calling for project coordinators. When we look into that, our specialty is also qualified to apply. And also, National Health Systems Resource Center, or NHSRC, is also calling for consultants with a little bit experience in public health. So, as we have said earlier, a little bit additional diploma or a certificate course will help to apply in all these courses. Okay, the post which will be called for, which we can apply, maybe may look like a research coordinator or a scientific officer or an analytical scientist or data scientist, which we can do with a little bit biostatistics, or you can do a PhD. It will be a long course that you can finish and go for a postdoctoral research fellow also. If you want to go for opportunities outside India, then you can go for the countries which are commonly in like US, UK, Canada, or Australia, and the Middle East. In these countries, there are specific norms to apply, and you have to uh, uh, or write their exams and all. There are many formalities. You can, if you are interested to go outside, apply and do the formalities as early as possible, because in this also age is an important factor, and the earlier the better. You can apply and go outside. All these courses, which we have said now, will be called for at short intervals. So you have to look into the website update. Now world is at your fingertips, so you can know whatever is happening outside sitting at your home. And please update that and apply for all the posts. You have to wait for this. If you apply today, you won't get the job tomorrow. You have to go for interviews, or you have to appear for exams, and after some time you will surely get into the field which you feel comfortable. Okay, you have to even if sometimes like ICMR and all call for post, for one post there will be hundreds of people. You have to wait. You must come in that one post from that 100. So while appearing for the interview also, you have to prove that you are capable of coming into that. You update your knowledge, you update your degrees, and obviously you will be able to appear for all these. The outside India, one institution I want to specify is that in London there is an Institute of Cancer Research which takes applications from the Indians. Okay, it will be easy for you to apply there. And now all these job opportunities, you have to check the website, you have to update and apply. Okay. It will take some time for you to find the job of your interest, but surely you will come up with that. Now I'll go to the research field which I work. I work as a clinical scientist in cancer detection equipment production startup. So in that, what they have developed is a handheld cancer detection device. So why they are going into this is because early detection of cancer is the key factor which can reduce the mortality associated with oral cancer, as we all know. And oral lesions have a precursor of potentially malignant lesion or disorder, which is the initial evidence of a cancerous transformation. The early tissue changes which appear like when tissue changes from normal to a malignant will be biochemical, morphological, and structural changes. Then autofluorescence emanating from the coenzymes like NAD, FAD, and protoporphyrin 9 they have cellular metabolic activities, and the reflection spectroscopy can also be used as a biomarker to know the changes in the tissue oxygenation levels and neovascularization. The devices which are in market outside India, like inside India, we don't have any device similar to this, but outside we have some instruments like Wellscope, which is in Canada, Oral ID in USA, and Identify in also United States. And now this startup in Sri Chitra has come up with a handheld bimodal multispectral imaging system called Oral Scan. You can see the device in the picture on the right. That white is the handheld device, and you can see at the tip of the device there is a camera. It is a 5 MP monochrome camera, and surrounding the camera we have some lights like light emitting diodes, LEDs situated surrounding the camera lens. They emit lights at violet 405 nanometer, green 545 nanometer, and red 610 nanometer wavelength of light. And they capture the images and they send it to a cloud-based, machine-based algorithm. And these we get a feedback from them, from the algorithm of what our tissue looks like, whether it is cancer or a pre-cancer, like that. This device is connected to a tablet at one end and to a power bank. And we can switch the device when where the lesion is. And on the right side of the picture, you can see the how the image appears. This will be in a fluorescent, or the color which we see are indicating the how the area looks like. And also we that speedometer type indication, we can know how the uh, uh, tissue will appear. And the principle behind this is it incorporates bimodal imaging, autofluorescence, and diffuse reflectance imaging of oral mucosa on illumination at specific wavelengths. The 405 nanometer light is used to induce autofluorescence from biochemical constituents in the tissues that change during cancer development. The elastically backscattered light emanating from the tissues at a different wavelength, matching with the oxygenated hemoglobin HbO2 absorption peaks, and at a non-absorbing wavelength at HbO2 620 nanometer are captured by the camera. These captured images are processed in real-time proprietary software installed on the tablet or the laptop. This is a schematic representation of the device. You can see the different LEDs. Now everything is evidence-based. So we'll go to a clinical study which they have done. It is a multi-centric clinical study with 6 participating hospitals like HCG Hospital, JSS Dental College, SUM Hospital, Government Dental College, Kottayam and Trivandrum, and different hospitals at Bangalore and Chennai. And they have obtained the ethical clearance, and the trial was registered under the Clinical Trial Registry. And this device is patented. This is patented under the name of, by Dr. Subhash Narayan, and he has 2 patents for this device. And coming to the some of the data which they have obtained, 336 patients were recruited for this study, out of which 105 patients out of the 118 sites were taken, and the diffuse reflectance values were recorded. OPML and SCC cases were biopsied, and the images from these 118 intraoral sites were further scrutinized. Some images were rejected due to poor quality or non-uniform distribution of light. And finally, they took 98 sites from 74 patients, and this was included in the study. This is the total number of cases there, and the total 98 intraoral sites of 49 OPML and 49 SCC cases were there, and it was compared with the 98 normals. This is the picture representation. I will explain how this looks. At the picture D, you can see the clinical picture of a patient. This was a case of verrucous leukoplakia, and we can see how it appears when using the instrument. It is a pseudo color mapping in which you can see different shades. By looking at the picture B, we can see the indication in the speedometer, like they have a green color which represents normal tissue, yellow which is a potentially malignant, and red which is a malignant tissue. In this case, we can see it goes near the between yellow and red margin. So it is probably more cancerous, and it should be taken up. Uh, some cases, the patients do not like to go for biopsies. In that cases also, we can see the stage of the disease by using this device. This was the scatter plot diagram showing the entire cases, and the discrimination threshold lines were for patient healthy, it was 2.22. OPML plus malignant was 2.46. And coming to the mean, median, and IQR values, for healthy, the mean was 1.56. Potentially malignant, it was 2.94, and malignant 3.77. For median, it was 1.41 for healthy, 2.85 for potentially malignant, and for malignant, it was 3.59. The IQR values were 0.55, 0.94, and 1.07 respectively. When we examine the ROC curve for OPMLs and OPML plus SCCs, the AUC came up to 0.95 for OPMLs versus normal, and for total like OPML and SCC versus normal, it was 0.97. So when we compared the ROC with healthy normals, like healthy individuals, it came up to 0.99. So these are some of the values, like the sensitivity of patient normal with OPMLs was 93.9, and the specificity was 90.8. The positive predictive value of 0.91 and negative predictive value of 0.94. And the sensitivity for patient normal and total number of cases was 80.6 and 96.9. For a healthy volunteer and OPML, it was around 85, and 100 specificity increased to 100. And the positive predictive value was 1, and negative predictive value also increased. So the key features using this device is that it provides insight into the prospects of using hemoglobin oxygen absorption maps for screening and detection of OPMLs and guided biopsies. and it reduces the number of false negative or eliminates the multiple biopsies and reduce the mortality rates associated with the device. So these are some of the features, and they work on these oral cancer detection as well as they are going into cervical cancer detection. So there are many institutions who work with cancer detection equipment. So I think after oral medicine, you can go for jobs like this. So, as a conclusion of the overall, what we have told is that oral medicine is a vast ocean of opportunities. You have to pick up your favorite area in it. You try hard and focus on what you want, and it won't be the result won't come up in 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 months. You have to wait, and we'll be able to come up with good colors. Bring our specialty to the forefront whenever it is possible, and it will help our juniors, everyone, to come up. I think we'll wind up. Thank you, everyone, for your patient listening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Uh, that was a very interesting lecture. A lot of opportunities are there. And it's up to us to, like you said, it's a vast ocean now. It's up to us to follow our passion and find what we are good at and what we should do.
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely. Okay.
Participants, any questions, any doubts you want to ask? We have another 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Animol, for that wonderful lecture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Especially
sir.
the aspect where people have a lot of opportunities. There's no dearth of opportunities. It's just about whether we are
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
for
yeah.
those opportunities.
Exactly, sir.
And
Exactly.
then the typical Indian question for any product, kitna mileage dete
Hmm.
hain? Like that. What is the cost of this equipment?
Uh,
And
now,
what are the regular maintenance schedules or raw materials that you
nah,
have to procure, anything like that?
that is all dealt with the marketing people, sir. But what
Okay.
I know, I will explain. Like it costs around 6 to 7 lakhs, and
Okay.
they have many maintenance that many systems like AMCs and all. According to what they have said, it is maintenance free for at least 10 years,
Okay.
Okay.
If you
and
could
they
share
have
the
their own
details in
service.
the group, it'll be helpful for many, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Such a thing.
I've been getting questions on this. That's why it was good to talk about this. Um, I'll update.